Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to talk about my topic, which is all about public speaking. Okay, so what is public speaking? So it is the act that we're going to give a speech in front of a lot of crowd. Okay, and also public speaking is quite a strategic influence. So if you're going to be a speaker, you are a great influencer because whenever you talk something, people will gonna believe in you because apparently it's like you've experienced it like that. So there are a lot of things need to consider when writing or preparing for a giving or for giving a public speech. Okay, so you need to have an introduction. So speeches are given to inform the audience, pursue the audience, or to integrate the members of the audience. Okay, so people also listen for they say the reason. Okay, then speaking skills increase a person's effectiveness and influence the decision of others. Effective public speaking is influence, and influence is a leadership. Okay, when you plan a speech, you need to consider a lot of things. We have purpose, what the purpose of your speech would be, and the audience. You need to have your audience interests, um, what it would be like. So you need to gather all those informations for your audience. Occasion. So what the occasion is all about? It's either graduation. So it's like a theme on your speech. Okay, so you also have to analyze the audience. Okay, if your audience is quite adult or children or their teens, so you have to um, to be in their level like that. Okay, so you need to select a topic first. So that will interest you, or you are being knowledgeable on that particular topic, or you want to be knowledgeable because whenever you want to have someone I mean if you want to have something that you need to have a knowledge about, of course you need to research on it, you need to exert an effort, and so you will be knowledgeable about that particular thing. Okay, so you also have brainstorming. You need to gather information about that topic, you have to record your ideas, also you have to make an outline on your topic. um, you need to practice it and with a time, because whenever you give a speeches, it's not giving the whole day. There is just I think 5 minutes for a public speaking or more, 30 minutes like that. So there is always time for that. The introduction must grab the attention of the audience, but it must also focus on the goal of the speech. Also, you also have a conclusion. So in conclusion, it offers the speakers on the last opportunity to remind the audience of the speech content. So opportunity that serves as your final final it serves as your final what do you call this thing? Conclusion is something like you really need to reiterate the important things that um, you need your audience to remember right after you give your speech. Okay, you also have things that needs to consider or to practice whenever you give a speech. So of course you need to have, or you need to practice your smile. Don't forget that, because whenever you give your smile, whenever you give a speech, it makes your audience comfortable, and then they're very willing to look at you while you're speaking, and it's make them comfortable. And then next, the gestures. Of course, you really have to emphasize your hands or eyes or your body movement. You need to be in the right movement and the right place, just like that. And so audience can really empathize or will be satisfied in what you are talking and what you are referring to. And then their last one is the sincerity. So in sincerity, you really have sincerity in what you are talking about, because since you are a speaker, you're a great influencer. So whatever words that will come out in your mind, come out on your mouth, um, people or the audience that are listening to you will gonna um, put that in their mind and then apply it with themselves. Okay, finally listen and evaluate. So evaluate speeches and presentation after each time. Evaluation allows for an analysis of where the speech went right or wrong. So there are also other points to consider when you're going to give your speech, especially public speaking. So first, you have to keep your voice well modulated. Use a variety of speech and tone. So you just need to use a variety of your tone, not just a monotonous tone, because it will just make your audience um, um, drowsy. You're gonna sleep, and you don't want that will happen. Okay, so strive for correct pronunciation and enunciate clearly. So whenever you speak, you just have to pronounce it clearly, and it's not like you're having traced by something. Okay, so you just have to properly speak it well, with enunciate clearly and pronunciation. Cultivate a sincere interest in people. So you need to consider cultivation as interest of people whenever you speak in public. And a speech in a forceful manner. So whenever you end your speech, you need to have a forceful manner, like the things that you need them to remember. You have to reiterate that, and so they will put that in their mind. And then take appropriate poses and don't allow yourself to run out of breath. Just like what I said a while ago, that it's not like that you are being chasing of something. You need to enunciate or pronounce things clearly, and so your message will be understood by your audience. Also, maintain good posture while speaking. So this is just like when you are making gestures, your eyes and hands. Okay, so it's not like you're going to sway your body just like that, but you have to move your body in appropriate manner. That's it. That's my report about all about. I'm going to give you or to have an example of a public speaking just right after this. Hello everyone. I would like to talk about something so obvious, but still many of us don't know the true meaning of it. I'm referring to happiness. The definition of happiness is the state of well-being characterized by strong emotions like intense joy. Yes, but for many people, this explanation is a bit vague. And that's why they create different interpretations of what it means. For some people, happiness equals money or fighting for your country, with others say it comes from gaining knowledge or getting a better social position. But I believe that true happiness can be found within and whenever you want it. Happiness is not getting an award or getting a 10 on the tests. Happiness is right in front of you. The only thing you have to do is to feel yourself. On our planet, there are more than 1.5 million different species. But what if I told you that the thing we have in common is the feeling of happiness? Not only we'll feel it, but we also share it. The most common example of us sharing happiness with other species is when you have a dog or a cat. It's always nice that when you come home, you can cuddle up with them and share your happiness. Because happiness is not all about progress in life and accomplishing something special. It can be found in everything you do, and that makes you feel good. Throughout the years, there have been many different studies about if animals feel happiness. The one thing we found is that animals can feel the same thing but express this in different way. When, for example, a tiger feels comfortable and happy, it will squint their eyes or close it Because losing vision means you're lowering your defense, while we as human would smile or laugh, right? Now that you know that we're not the only one experiencing happiness, I would like to talk about ways that you can feel or experience it. Some people seek glory and others want wealth, while a third one would go to obtain some more knowledge. I believe that none of these three people are truly happy. They would still have to live with the burdens of life that their choices will bring with them. They're not feeling happiness. They are feeling pleasure. Pleasure only lasts for a short amount of time, while happiness is everywhere you want it to be. I'm not saying that it's impossible to feel true happiness. On contrary, I'm saying that happiness is all around us. You just have to find a way to yourself to feel it. In my life, there have been many delightings, exciting, cheerful moments. And my first memory in which I remembered that I was truly happy was when I was about the age of 5. Yes, I went to an amusement park with my family, and we spent the entire day in the park, and I couldn't have been happier. Of course, I was younger there, and I was happy with everything that entered my path. But it is the small details that make it a day to never forget. We've all have this kind of days, and we've all had ups and downs, but we're still so young. And that one thing I want you to remember for the rest of your life is that true happiness doesn't depend on who you're with or what you're doing. It depends on if you're willing to feel it. So in conclusion, the one thing that has shaped our world to the one we know today is happiness. I believe that happiness is available to anyone at any moment, at any place. I believe that we're not the only ones experiencing it. Everybody experiences it in different way or differently. But in the end, it's all the same. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do in harmony. Thank you for listening my speech.